had a little video, and he talks about that if we don't want to see a world where AAA games aren't just live service games, that we might need to look more towards Hollywood and its use of product placement in games to keep the money, to keep the money of where it needs to be in order for them to make these big games. This is off of like a cursory thing. It seems bad, but this isn't necessarily a new thing. Death Stranding had a whole thing with Monster energy drink. And most recently, that 007 game is like chocked full of real life product. And that had to come with some sort of agreements and deals.
Yeah.
But none of those are too surprising. James Bond and product placement, come on, those work like hand in hand. He has to have his Aston Martin. He's got to have his watch. He's got to, he's got to have all that stuff. I don't know how I feel about it too much. I don't want a game where, it's just being shoved in front of me. But they have kind of gotten better with product placement.
Yeah.
And in movies and shows and stuff, although sometimes it's utterly absurd. War of the Worlds. The new War of the Worlds with what's his name? Cuba? What? No. Who was it? I forgot.
Wait, there's a new one?
There's that new movie or show that came out that was like highly panned as being like a terrible show.
Oh, I did not even know about this. A War of the Worlds.
Was that War of the Worlds? Danger. Coffee.
I don't know. I don't think that was the name of the show. Maybe? Well, it was just like a Tom Cruise movie.
Yeah, I have no idea what.
No, it's it had War of the Worlds that was on Amazon, starring Ice Cube.
Oh, what? What did this happen? I feel like I would have heard about this.
I heard about it because of how bad the movie was. People did not like it and said it was like a terrible movie, and it was like chock full of like horrible.
Oh, that Amazon one where it's just like it's just Ice Cube, not Ice-T. Ice Cube.
Ice Cube, yeah.
Yeah, I do remember that movie. Yeah, widely regarded as the worst movie ever. It beat The Room.
Wow. That is something. That's no small feat.
It's got a 1 out of 5 from Letterboxd, a 2.5 out of 10 on IMDb, and a 4% on Rotten Tomatoes. To give you a idea of its rating. Not well regarded.
Nope.
So I worry a little bit like that, and games have a history of terrible stuff like that. But
well,
I don't know if his idea is any good or not, as it's already been a thing. Like,
yeah, I feel like it's already been a thing, like for a long time.
It's not as much in games as it is in Hollywood.
No,
that's true.
That is true. But I mean, I've seen plenty of product placement, and maybe it's because it's not as good. Maybe they need to get better at it. In the gaming industry.
I don't know if this is a way though that would prevent these AAA companies from the live service thing. I mean, we're already seeing he's making this video at a time where we're already seeing the live service starting to fail and kind of go away a little bit. I don't think I saw one big live service game announced this week. And this week was chock full of announcements.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Whereas a year ago, half of them were.
Well, wait, wasn't there? Is
There's a couple of like seemingly could be live service games. I don't know enough though.
what was
Like,
that
I don't know
asymmetric horror game?
which one? There's a Saw coming out.
The Saw. That's the one that I was thinking of. I was wondering if that was going to be some sort of live service game or not. I don't know if there are any details outside of that, but
Yeah, I don't know. There's also the Halloween one. Although that's also a single player game. They have
Yeah.
a whole single player thing. Which me and Corn Dog were talking about earlier is kind of showing like with the whole stop killing games movement, even though they haven't gained anywhere, you do see like some games starting to implement things that you know stop killing games has been asking for. With you know putting this little like single player thing in the Halloween game, making it instantly being able to be played offline. You know,
yeah,
small things like that.
No, but
I think we're seeing more of that.
I don't,
just from like people talking about it. You know.
yeah, but here's the problem with that. Did they just shoehorn that in, and now like that means that hey, they could just give you this shitty single player experience when the time is up, and not give you the real experience that everyone wanted?
From the trailer I saw of the new Halloween thing, it looked pretty. I mean, the whole game kind of doesn't appease me too much, as those asymmetric games aren't really my style.
Yeah,
But the story looked like pretty solid. Like,
and I meant
it didn't
like
look-
more in general. Like, is this something that is going to be leveraged?
I'm sure we'll see it in some places. But I mean, my main point is that like even without regulation and things actually going through, because if a game's being announced now, these conversations have been happening before votes and all that, right? That means that like that idea that was spreading before Stop Killing Games really got off the ground has reached that development part where they are looking into what the community was saying. You know,
Yeah.
like we want these single player experiences. We want to be able to play this game when you stop doing anything with it, right?
Yeah. I think that comes
I
out
think
of
it's
a
so
love
just
for
little-
the game. You know,
I think it's just little signs, little things like that that I see that's like, oh, that's nice.
but you know when it comes to this article, because one of the things that he was talking about is like how like there's a part about microtransactions. Am I recalling that correctly?
Yeah, I mean, he kind of brings up microtransactions.
I don't know. I'll have to watch this video, but
It's the article. It's the to be fair, it wasn't.
yeah. The article.
It wasn't
mentions
the BioWare guy. It was the person who wrote the article, Harvey Randall from PC Gamer.
Mhm.
Did bring up that that it's annoying to see more microtransactions.
Yeah.
But this stuff's been going on for a while. What was it? Mario Kart had that whole BMW
Oh
thing,
yeah, that's right.
crossover.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
stuff's been going on like that for a while.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know how the video game industry would handle it fully, but usually it's not too bad. I don't know if it's enough to make up some of these huge budgets that are going into gaming.
Yeah, no, I think it's the planning and the execution of the development that's really the problem right now.
But yeah, like the movie market, they start with like that big, like, they start to
Well,
get that money
yeah,
before
and it's all planned. It's if something goes wrong, it's a huge issue where it's expected that things are going to go wrong in game development. You know, by all these developers, like that's, you know, whether you're indie or AAA studio, like it's it's an inside joke that you're not going to meet your deadlines. You're going to need more money than, you know, even your overestimation. And there's always going to be something that goes wrong, and you very well might have to start from the beginning, maybe once or twice.
Yeah. So Dara argued in the video that, you know, movies have been doing this for a while. DVDs, you get like those fans around it who, you know, they're going to see it at theater release, and they might buy the game or the movie when it comes out, and then like a few years later, when there's like a box set of it, they might go ahead and do that.
Mm-hmm.
Where games have been, especially through the live service thing, relying on whales to make their money, right? So his idea is to like lean that into more corporate, looking for the corporate whale over the player whale. Seemingly is what I got out of it.
Mm-hmm. I don't know. It's a weird thing. The gaming industry is just so different from the movie industry. I think that these sort of comparisons are not, you know, trying to fit a square peg in a round hole. Just
there's also going to be a number of businesses who won't want to.
Oh yeah, no, for sure.
Because as it's growing, you'll see more and more, but games are still kind of considered like an outside thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I think less and less so recently, but I think part of the thing too is that, you know, if you're trying to get gamers to double, triple dip, like that's what, like look at you know, that's what these big DLCs are, and that's where you have these games that are kind of have this long life support tell to them, you know, and doing the latter means that, you know, sometimes you create a much bigger core audience as well, right? Like when it comes down to No Man's Sky, like, I don't know, it feels like that game did really well in the end, and then it still continues to do things, and that makes people want to check it out more. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I need to watch this video, I think. See, but it seems like
it's an interesting take.
Yeah. I have that article there twice. Let's see here. Oh yeah, there's a new Switch coming. Only to Europe though.
Weird.
There's some right to repair laws that I guess have been passed, meaning that the Switch now needs a rechargeable battery in it that can be replaceable. So that's what the EU is getting. There's no mention that this is going to be coming to America, but oh my god, that's like, how cool would this be? The fact that they can do this relatively easy for the EU, hopefully that means that they'll just do it across everywhere, but yeah, I don't know. Seems like I don't understand, like, when you give me the argument like, oh, we can make it slimmer, like, yeah, I kind of understand it, but it's like, is it how much slimmer are you actually making it? Why would they want to incur the cost when they have to replace the battery though? Like, you got to send it in, all this stuff, just ship one out. I don't know. It seems like more work, but for some reason, that's the way these companies want to do things. I mean,
thinner. Like, it's not that thick, right?
I mean, I feel like there are some people who will say like, oh, having a removable battery does make it much thicker than if you just had it integrated, which I guess that's something that it's a thing. Like, if it can make it thicker, it does make it thicker, but I don't think it's that much. Like, there's plenty of laptops where I still have a removable battery and they're not very thick at all. So I think it's a dumb argument. But I guess it's in the eye of the beholder or whatever.
I guess. It seems kind of weird.
Yeah. Yeah, I think those batteries should be replaceable. For sure. Across the board. So it's cool that the EU is getting them, bringing to America. That's all I'm saying.
I just have announcements.
Okay, I'll do my last one.
And then comments on those announcements.
Yeah. I'll do my last little one here. So basically, news has come out that, you know, we've talked before about how Sony doesn't want to put their games on PC anymore, because they wait a year or two to bring them out, and the hype for them is gone, and so they're saying that they're making less money on them. Well, it's a little bit worse than that in reality, in that it's turning out that Sony is really actually just doing bad with their sales over the last 5 years.
Just in general?
Just in general.
Not just PC, not.
Yeah, they've been declining, and Stephen Totilo at GameFile, he was able to dig up some public data. Apparently the first party game sales are in a general state of decline. So yeah, I think Sony just it's kind of amazing to me if this is true, because I feel like they have made some pretty good games over the last 5 years. And the reception to those games seemed really good. And then there's Concord. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's more to this story, and I'd like to see it dug into. But Sony might be in bigger trouble than we thought, and with, you know, some kind of this perception to what they're doing is going how it's going. You know, they might be digging their heels in when they need to pivot, and I don't know. We'll see what happens with the next PlayStation, and you know, if they're gonna have to do something major just to save some face, kind of the way that Xbox did this year. Because at this point, like Nintendo doesn't look like the bad guy in pricing anymore, because they were the first one to raise their Switch prices, but now, like, look at the PlayStation and Xbox. It's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's one of those things, I think, where you know, as these games are coming out, that look exciting, nobody wants to spend the money on the hardware if they don't already have it. And we know that there are some issues sales wise.
I mean, it's $1,000.
Yeah, no.
Not to mention, for what, the first part of its life, how hard was it to find
Right?
a PS5?
Well, and who wanted one? Like, what was it offering that wasn't there on the previous iteration?
Yeah,
You know, there wasn't an incentive.
There's a lot of terrible high decisions that were made
Yeah,
to lead to where they are right now.
yeah, exactly.
Because, like, it's kind of ridiculous. It was corroborated by Bloomberg that they aren't putting any more of their games on. We got the first official couple of those games announced this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll talk about them a little bit more, but Wolverine and God of War were two that are not going to see PC releases.
Yeah.
And this is big. There's a number of people who are not happy about this, and heaven forbid if you mention it, especially in conclusion with God of War. But my God, people aren't happy. Like, people wanted these games, even if there was like an exclusive like year wait.
Mm-hmm.
Like, okay, fine, but at least I'll eventually get to. But no, they're backing out of that completely on these. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. Sony doesn't seem to want. It seems like, yeah, from that report, it seems like they're hurting for money, and instead of like trying to figure out how to pivot into making them successful or more money, this is what they're doing, and
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to help them. I don't see how it could.
Yeah, no, I don't either. I mean, maybe.
I did read an article that did suggest. This article was on Rock Paper Shotgun, and it did suggest that no, we might not see those come to like PC.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
For now. Like, there is still a chance that when it comes to the PS6 getting announced in a year or two, that by then they might actually understand.
They might repivot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
with
that's
what the
interesting.
PS6 is kind of like, is they might actually get close enough to not really have a reason to put off that,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, we'll have to see. But that's it. That's all I got.
Well, all I got from here was announcements.
Yeah. Let's do it.
Games. Just a bunch of game announcements. Because first we had Sony had a State of Play on the 2nd,
Mm-hmm.
which they started things off hot and fresh with Wolverine, which, by the way, did look pretty cool.
Right.
Still has a September 15th of this year release date. We got 3 new characters announced for the Marvel Tokon fighting game. Magneto, Green Goblin, and Carnage were revealed, and Green Goblin looks fucking sick. His character model on that is really cool. Rayman Legends Retold, a remake of Rayman Legends.
Mm-hmm.
A little new 3D visual style, a new villain, some reworked storyline as well. So not just a port.
Yeah.
We got a new Dave the Diver thing, like side story thing. We're getting Bancho the Chef, which is like a little prequel to Dave the Diver, where you play as Bancho, the chef that you help work for as Dave.
Oh, yeah, you told me about this.
Yeah. So you kind of go through his thing. It looks pretty. The demo looked pretty cool. We had Kamuri Hunt Unseen, where you and two friends can go around Tokyo and capture yokai.
Mm-hmm.
It actually looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Tomb Raider: Legacy of Atlantis also got a February of 2027 release date. The Lost Wild: True Fear is Primal. This actually kind of cool. It looked like freaking, because they're not making a Dino Crisis, someone just decided to try and do their own. First person survival horror. It was revealed back in like 3 years ago, in 2022. That'll be coming to the PS5 and PC. Phantom Blade Zero. They snuck in a little bit of a delay on the release date of this one without mentioning it in the show at all. Apparently, the game went from a September 9th release to an October 29th release. This may be because of how many games have been scheduled for September.
Yeah.
I'm not going to put it past that. There's a lot.
Right.
Dune Awakening is coming to the PS5 for its 1.0. They showed off some Dynasty Warriors 3.
Mm-hmm.
Complete Edition Remaster.
Yeah.
I'm probably going to buy that October 1st. They also showed that they're include, it has all the old people, all the stuff from 3, but they're throwing in an extra character, the one that came out, the original character that came out for Origins, Dynasty Warrior Origin,
Mm-hmm.
which was pretty well received. I think, Coffee, you played that, right?
Wait, what now? Oh, the new one, yeah. Origins?
Yeah.
I did play that, yeah. It was okay.
They're adding that guy to 3. So that looked cool. No Rest for the Wicked, which is already out on PC, will be launching into 1.0 in October on the PS5 and everything else.
Yeah.
We got a little Onimusha trailer with a September 25th release date. And there's a demo. That looked kind of cool. The new Silent Hill game, which looks like they're focusing more on running and hiding and puzzles over any like shooting, which I don't necessarily like, but okay.
I mean, it looks interesting.
It looked all right. I mean, Silent Hill has always grabbed me as far as like creature design and stuff.
Yeah.
It has some spooky fucking creatures, man. But I've always liked Resident Evil more.
Yeah, same here.
As far as games go.
Mm-hmm.
We got a new Ace Combat 8, which looked a lot more story driven than the ones I remember playing. But I haven't really played since like 6, so
yeah.
There's that. We got a Stuntman Hollywood game, which I thought was a new like Burnout game for a minute, but it was
kind of hoping it was new Burnout.
I was hoping, but that looked pretty fun. I don't know. Do stunts in your car.
Yeah.
We got Ill, a first-person horror game that looks terrifying. New Control game, which was huge, following Dylan, changing the main character from the chick to the dude. It looked all right. Well, hopefully it does better than their multiplayer game that they tried to do.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't do well. Although I think that new that new Control Resident looked pretty cool.
I don't think they Control's doing a lot of different things with their games. They don't always work out, but they're trying.
This one looks like it's going more back to what Control was, for sure. Like that Firebreak. It seems so loosely connected. But I do appreciate them trying things with their universes. That is cool.
Yeah.
So we got Marathon Season 2, little preview with new weapons, new modes, new statistics progression feature. Okay. RuneScape Wilds, an open world survival game.
Dragon Wilds.
Dragon Wilds, yeah.
For the dragons.
For the dragons. Also was kind of cool, and I didn't expect. We got an Until Dawn 2 trailer.
Mm-hmm.
Which those were fun. As far as the narrative game goes, those were pretty good. I think mostly because I love horror movies, so they just kind of grab me in that way.
Yeah.
And it is just watching a movie. And last but not least, the big one, the big ender was a 20-minute gameplay, 20 minutes of a 20-minute preview of God of War Lao Fei. Some of it was gameplays, a lot of it was just cutscenes.
Mm-hmm.
In this one, we're taking it's obviously a side story, hence the Lao Fei thing. But you play as Fei, Kratos' dead wife, and it seems to run like this is what happened during what Kratos was doing.
Yeah.
It's a lot. Fei wakes up in like a world where like dead gods have been like trapped. They kind of hint that there's a way to come back from this. There's some interesting concepts there, but you see the Mongolian god of war and the Egyptian goddess of war have like an interaction with Faye, and she gets beat up and she beats up and there's blood. Then there's like a talking cube, gelatinous cube.
Mm-hmm.
Voiced by Jack Quaid from The Boys. His name is Frank, and it really bothered me when I found out how they spelled Frank. I don't know why.
How do they spell it?
It's PHRANQUE.
So weird.
And then there's also a sentient ribbon who's attached to the end of a sword. It was cool what we saw. We got to see Faye soul punch a dude and then beat up his soul. That was cool. There was a lot of cool stuff in that trailer, I thought, especially implication-wise.
Mm-hmm.
However, this game caused a lot of controversy on the social webs. As a whole bunch of people are not happy with there's some genuine criticism that I saw, that people were leery about the Jack Quaid cube,
Yeah.
as being a little like off-putting from like the more serious tone that it had. I don't know. I think it looked fine. But the biggest contention that sent like and got me like some hate messages was the fact that you play as Faye. And Faye, who is played by what's her name?
I forget her name.
I'll find it.
Deborah Ann, is it Wool?
That might be it. Wool, yeah, Deborah Ann Wool, who played Karen Page in the new Daredevil, Born Again, and the Netflix Daredevil. She's the actress for Faye, and people are upset because they like her character model is slightly like aged up a bit, and from seemingly what I can tell, just doesn't have makeup on, and they're upset that she's not like a model or gorgeous, or some of them are just, oh, they made her uglier than she is in real life. I don't see any of this, by the way. This is ridiculous. I think it's just a whole bunch of whiny incels who get mad that this character isn't like a sex symbol model, you know?
Yeah.
That she looks more like a real person over some. I don't know, it was ridiculous. I got called a lot of ridiculous things, hateful things, and some of it was kind of funny. I don't really engage too much with them when they comment stuff like that. Although, however, I did go ahead and like one guy because he called me a slop-loving fucktard. But I don't think he realizes how true that statement is. I like a lot of slop, but none of that are we talking about here. I also got called or said that I was someone who was defending the game but wouldn't support it because I called out the fact that it's not coming out on PC.
Mhm.
It's going to be on PlayStation only. And apparently that's too far. I won't support the game now, which is true. I'm not going to buy a PS5 so I can play God of War.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it. It's unfortunate. I love God of War. Have played all of them from the start.
Mm-hmm.
Was even ranked in the Ascension multiplayer. I've put my time in. Thank you. But yeah, it's utterly absurd. But I feel like it's just like a manufactured thing online. Like they're just giving into engagement. So like for those that care, I don't think you need to worry about these voices
No.
in the slightest.
I mean, I don't know. The one thing that I saw, at least from gaming outlets, was a lot of conversation about how people were upset that it's not Kratos, right? Like, you know, there's the argument. It doesn't matter if
So
it's
I feel a
female
lot
or
of
not,
that.
but it's just the fact that this is
I
Kratos'
feel
story.
a lot of that was.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. The people that I saw using that as a defense, or using that, oftentimes we're still trying in other statements to point like. I think it's kind of silly. God of
I
War.
don't. I think that's a legitimate thing because every single God of War game has been Kratos' story.
Okay, but this is a side story. What side? What like Metal Gear Solid is never the same. Like rarely the same character.
I'm not saying that I agree with it. I like that
think it's-
difference,
I think
but I think it's a legitimate thing for people to be like,
don't.
oh, I wanted more Kratos.
I don't think it's a legitimate thing. I think it's something that people have been pointing at, but I think that's people who just I have actual problems with it.
Oh,
Like, I have
I
problems
mean,
with it beyond it being the game's not called Kratos and his magical adventures with the gods. The game's called God of War, and I saw 2 gods of war in that trailer.
yeah, but I mean, but I think
And Kratos, by the way, and I saw Kratos.
yeah,
Saw Kratos in that trailer.
So it's not like he's not going to be in the game.
no, but I'm saying that
You just don't play as him.
people have an expectation that that's what they're going to get out of a God of War game. I don't think it's necessarily like unfounded for people to be disappointed that they're not getting a character that they really wanted. Like I'm not that way. Like if you want to change up the way your game, your movie, whatever your media is,
Well,
I'm all for that. But I do understand how people can legitimately be like, oh, I thought there was going to be more Kratos. I was excited to see where they're going to take it.
yeah, but I think the number of people using that are also just trying to like cover themselves a little bit, because we didn't get nearly the same level of outrage when it was rumored that the next God of War game you were going to be playing Atreus, not Kratos. Still did not receive as huge of a wave of hate as this one received.
But there was discussion about that people were disappointed.
There was a few.
I mean, and I only know that
There was
because
a few people.
Of some of the articles that I read that brought that up. And again, I think that's an okay thing. Like you can be upset all you want, like, but whatever. You didn't make the game. You didn't make the media. So
there's plenty of reasons.
like you could just not play the game.
Trying to say a lot of the big argument and a lot of where the big discourse is on the fact that they uglified.
Yeah, and that's stupid. And that's the thing. Like if you're going down that route, it doesn't matter how you try to save face or whatever. Your opinion's idiotic. Anything that has to do in that vein at all, where it's like, who cares?
They also apparently have said not as big and as loud of a mess, but apparently also the Code Veronica trailer and the little bit we see of Claire. They said that they uglified Claire too.
Well, that's just, again, this is all stupid. Like,
yeah, you're dumb.
That's why I avoid that. I was just saying that there are people out there that are legitimately hurt that it's not Kratos in the game, and I understand that. I think that's
I don't know.
That's something that I can.
So many games that have had a side game, which this is a side story game that follow a different character. I've played so many games like that, yet I have rarely ever heard such big flack back from them.
It's always complained about every single time. If it's not the main character, it doesn't matter what it is. Somebody's going to complain about something, And
I don't know. I don't see the same level of stuff like when Metal Gear Solid did that Raiden one, where you got to be Raiden, and it was a completely different style game. I didn't hear. Yeah, you had your few voices, and it's important that not everyone's going to like it, and there are always a few legit critics who don't like that part. But overall, everyone took it fine. My point is the amplified on this one specifically over even when it was Atreus, even then when that came out, it wasn't even as big. Yes, you had some people all oh, I don't think I'm going to like that because I don't really like Atreus. Okay. And that's a fair critique. But it's still never as big as the people are oh, it's an ugly woman.
I don't know. I remove myself from those because I think it's the dumbest argument. You're never going to get anywhere with any of those people because they're already so ingrained in their stupidity. I just avoid those things. So I don't see it as heavy. All I saw
it blew up. I can't kid you not. On Twitter, I usually try and just stay to my page, the people I follow page, and not the For You page.
Yeah.
But even on my page, it was starting to leak over, and mine usually doesn't go to that. And I went to the For You page, and it was over like the politics, which is usually what mine's full of, because it knows it. Mostly because
Well,
the
your
only
problem
bit of
was is that you were
entertainment-
on Twitter, so
Well, Twitter's a hell site. Yes, I've explained this. My point is that also because of that, I don't think it's as big as it seems.
yeah, no,
Like it's becoming articles and stuff like that. And
Well-
these people are loud and boisterous, but a lot of them don't care.
yeah, no,
You know, a lot of it is just engagement farming. They don't actually give two shits about any of it. You know?
yeah, precisely.
So I think my biggest point was like not to listen to those people because they might seem loud and it might seem like it's a vast majority of these like gamer bros in a hobby. The biggest thing I saw that was pissing me off is that people calling it like gaming a male hobby. And it is absolutely not. Everyone is welcome and should be welcome. These loud ass fucks on the internet do not get to dictate whether you like video games or shouldn't be playing them.
No, 100%.
I think that's the stuff that pissed me off and really got me like starting to engage with any of it. It's like, no, this hobby is not. Women have been a part of gaming from like the very beginning.
Mm-hmm.
So don't listen to those people. Come on here. We'll welcome you. Don't care what you are.
Yeah, no, that whole, I don't know. The issue is that it's just that sort of opinion. It's just becoming more, what's the word? Prevalent. I feel like.
Well,
It's-
yeah, I
it's
feel because
more-
it's
it's
money
more out.
make. It's part of that whole rage bait thing, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Like it seems like a lot of it is, but this hobby games should not ever be a gated community to anyone. It should be open to everyone from every creative background. I've seen a dog speed run a game. It's open to everyone. Everyone.
mm-hmm.
Anyways, moving on. We had more announcements. At the Summer Games Fest, we got some more. We got Final Fantasy VII Revelation was announced coming in spring of 2027.
Mm-hmm.
It looked pretty cool. I can finally say that now that like we're here and it's the end of it, I can finally be a bit more excited for it. You know, I've been kind of lackluster on the remake here. Mostly because I was disappointed that they were splitting it up into 3 games. But we finally got here to the end of it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Wolf Among Us 2.
One thing to note, they did also announce that the game is releasing on everything, including PC, simultaneously.
I'm sure. Yes.
So
it will be
that's-
coming out on everything.
Yeah, that's a huge thing, I think.
Launching simultaneously on all platforms, including the Switch 2. Sometime around autumn.
Yeah.
Wolf Among Us 2, as Telltale is revived. So we finally get a Wolf Among Us 2. That's cool.
Yeah, there's a really interesting interview. I forget who it was that sat down and talked with, at least I think it was a few people from Telltale, about kind of their whole journey and how and why they decided to do Wolf Among Us 2 and how the development is going and all that other good stuff. And God, this poor game.
Yeah.
It's amazing it's gotten this far.
I'm glad. I won't play it. I never played the first one.
The first one is getting a re-release.
Yeah, a little remaster
Yeah.
later this year.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
will help tide everyone over.
Yeah.
So we also got Stellar Blade announced a new game called Blood Rain. It looked like visually quite gorgeous as far as the game goes. The last Stellar Blade looked really cool as far as fighting goes. So who knows?
Yeah, the fighting looks really good in this one too. So
I like that more fast-paced action combat, especially over like Soulsy games. So I like to see more of that type. Street Fighter 6 got some new people.
Yeah.
We got Arun, Bosch, Yasmin, and Tifa from Final Fantasy VII. Alien Isolation 2 got a trailer. That's about it. No, nothing really there as far as win or anything. Guild Wars 3 announced a beta later this year. The Mighty Cuphead had like, and it has the Mighty Cuphead Adventure was announced. A little bit different style of game. Looking more like the classic Zelda styles.
I think it looks more like Mega Man.
Or yeah, there's a lot. There's a lot there. It looked cool. And they announced a sequel is in development for Cuphead.
Yeah.
So we get this little side story, and we'll eventually get Cuphead 2. Among Us has a new standalone game. On Guard. And they also announced like a TV show, animated TV series.
This little standalone game, it kind of looks fun.
It could be. Yeah, like put the clues together to find.
Yeah, a little more detective-y.
Yeah, it's interesting. We got a little more 007. Has some new content coming out. Star Wars Zero Company got a little bit of gameplay and a release date of August 27th. That looked cool. If you like XCOM games,
that looks really cool.
Apparently, it's made by a whole bunch of XCOM past XCOM devs.
Good.
Stranger Than Heaven got a release date. And we got an announcement that it will also feature Snoop Dogg and Tupac, which is kind of odd. Apparently, they're working real closely with the Tupac's estate and his son to do this, which I guess that adds some respect to it. And it can be a little bit considered a tribute.
I mean,
and I say that solely because of the son. I say that solely because of the son's involvement. This might be something that, the son is super down for, to have his father immortalized in a game he's excited about. I don't know. I don't know any of the fine details there.
Yeah.
But it is a little weird. It's still a little weird to feature a dead artist. It always is. Whether you do it in movies or whatever, it always kind of is. I think it's just the nature of the thing. Even when some of those ones in movies and whatnot have been like, that's what they really wanted. So they gave permission even before it happened. And it's like, oh, well, that's nice. But also, it's so kind of weird.
Yeah.
Well, no matter how like genuine it is, it always has a weirdness to it.
I think the issue that I have with a lot of these things is when it's like, oh, this is promoted as this person, like they're putting that dead person front and center, their name splashed in big bold letters, like in this game, and it's like, are you selling your product based on this one thing? Like that to me is just disingenuous, and that's the problem that I have here. Because it's like, hey, you want to throw in a cool little cameo of somebody, you know, like that I feel is okay. A little nod to them, or for whatever reason. I don't know. I think that's a lot more tasteful. But yeah, kind of the way that it's done here is just kind of like, wow.
So weird. It's been so long too, you know, like, oh, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this.
Yeah, it's weird. It really depends to me on, like, bottom line, like what sort of role he's gonna have in the game. Is he gonna be a main character? Is he gonna be voice acted? Like, what level of depth does he have in this game? Cause yeah, that could just be real shitty. Anyways, continue on.
We got Saw Genesis, an asymmetrical multiplayer game set in World War One era. It's an asymmetric game. It didn't really please me, but that's cool, I guess. It's a lot of horror movies that you're trying to turn into asymmetrical horror games.
I think it works well. You know, that's kind of like the premise of every horror movie.
They've all like been bad.
Have they? I mean, I've heard most of them are really good. Because you don't have to do much to make it fun, you know?
Well, I don't know. The like Puppet Master one failed. Clowns from Outer Space one hasn't done well.
Oh.
All these ones that are following horror movies. The Evil Dead one didn't do that well. I thought it was fun. It didn't do that well though. So I don't know. Like, just saying, they're doing it a lot, and they're kind of flooding it.
That's probably the issue.
You have a strong person in there. You have the Dead by Daylight.
Yeah.
Like, good luck, right? Like, with them constantly coming out with new stuff. Like, I don't know. That's a hard market to want to try and get into. Jeez. We also got Jin Atlas, which is by this director of the Shadow of Colossus and Ico guy. Fumoto Aida.
I have no idea.
It looked really cool. Giant robots crawling on top of giant robots. All that good stuff. Power World is hitting 1.0.
Woo!
Next month. Blood Message got a trailer. Upcoming action adventure from 24 Entertainment. And NetEase. We got Hex, which is spelled HAEX. And this one actually looked pretty interesting. This is from X Division and Little Nightmares devs, making an open world action game with 1 to 4 players with crazy, like really out of this world environments. It looked really cool. A little sci-fi.
Yeah, Rihanna was interested until the sci-fi bits started showing up. She was like, "You're losing me." I was like, "Oh, I think this looks great."
Yeah, I thought it all looked super cool. Dead by Daylight teases plans for her birthday. It's 10th birthday. Mortal Shell 2 dropped an open beta. Sand Raiders of Sophie was announced. A steampunk like Western game played with friends. It almost looked like a steampunk desert version of what's that pirate one? Sea of Thieves. Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced got a trailer. Fortnite unveiled their new season. A new Gundam game was announced. A game called Crossfire from That's No Moon Games. The Control Resonance, we got another little trailer for. End of the Abyss, a spooky little twin stick shooter, comes out in October. Last Harbor, cooperative survival horror game. Got a trailer. It was announced, I guess. That was its reveal.
Yeah, trailer.
Virtua Fighter Crossroads world premiere. It's a new Virtual Fighter. That's kind of insane to me. It's been so long for that. Another little trailer for the RuneScape. Soulframe. Got a gameplay trailer. That's the one with the doggy. What was that? I think you're muted, Andrew.
I muted again. I keep doing that. I hate talking on here. I was just commenting on 10 out of 10 game anytime you can play a dog.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Grounded 2 got a little update. Mafia, the old country. I got a little story expansion trailer. 1666 Amsterdam was announced, also with a demo. This looked weird. I don't know much about it. And the trailer, I'm not sure what was gameplay and what wasn't.
Yeah.
Lords of the Fallen 2 got a new trailer. That's one of those games, it's a Souls-like game, but it makes me hate Souls-like games like even more because like the character design and shit looks so cool that I would love to play it, but I also hate Souls-like games. Blood of the Dawnwalker got a new trailer. That was that crazy weird vampire one. There was the Withering Waves has a Cyberpunk Edge Runner collab that he showed off. Monster Hunter Wilds has a big Ascendance expansion coming with a big old dragon to fight, and that's cool. Swords of Legend, the fantasy action RPG, inspired by traditional Chinese magic tradition. We got Hot Wheels Infinite Rush open world Hot Wheels game, which is basically the new Mario Kart, but with Hot Wheels instead. We got more content coming to Sonic Racing, including the Ninja Turtles, which was pretty cool. That's pretty cool for them. Attack on Titan 3 was announced. Clutch, new racing game, set in Monaco in the French Riviera. Chronicles Medieval was shown. Big large-scale battle game. And then there were the really cool ones. We got The Last Ronin, Ninja Turtle game being made by Platinum Games. I know.
Yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah, I know Andrew's really excited about that too. That was a really good trailer.
It was a good teaser.
It was. And to know will be made by Platinum Games. You know that's going to be fun. And Resident Evil Code Veronica, or I guess at this point, just Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
We lost the code. I can finally be excited, Frank.
Heard.
The code and twice the Veronica.
Mm-hmm.
All the rumors had to wait with bated breath to get the official word.
I don't know if the rumors were true or if they just finally acquiesced to those rumors.
If that's the truth, then we need to just start Dino Crisis, because holy crap, would I also really love them to make Dino Crisis like in this form of remake, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so really cool there. Let's see, the Future Game Show had some more stuff.
Yeah.
This one had a whole lot more. So I was just gonna bring up the ones that I thought looked kind of cool. Because there's a whole lot. Which I'm looking for now. What happened to that article?
I mean, what? I got the article. You had it in the Discord.
Yeah. I'll just have to bring that up again. This is
Sparta.
none of this. I just watched this and I don't remember any of these games
How high
that they
were you?
have on here. Honestly, not that high. No, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, this list is not right. This article is not correct. Power Wash Simulator 2 was definitely not shown.
Huh. That's weird. I mean, it is also a Yahoo article, which I thought was weird.
Yeah, this article is like not correct. This is like some other game show that they're.
Huh.
Okay, my bad. I don't have that article. Don't worry about that then. That just aired here like a little while ago, anyways. If you're interested, go look it up.
Mm-hmm. Deal and deal.
That's it for me, though.
Well, cool. I think that does it for the news. Yeah. Lots of gaming announcements. I'm excited.
Yeah.
Good things coming up. You know, it's going to be a good day, Tater.
There's a whole bunch of game announcements this whole weekend, so.
Yeah. So yeah. Let's get into our weeks.
The weeks.
The weekly
First
weeks.
last week.
That's true, you did.
Of course.
Did you? I think you actually did, yeah.
I said I was going to bitch about it this week.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've done bitching about it. Well, maybe not bitching, but I was going to mention it.
Yeah.
It's important we know who went first last week. I guess. That's just the thing we always do.
Indeed.
Christian started the tradition.
Mm-hmm.
True.
Well,
since I started the tradition, I should go first.
yeah.
Yeah, Christian went first on the going first tradition.
So I should go first. Yeah, I did stuff this week. I've been playing more Space Haven throughout the week. We were actually touch and go here at the beginning of the show. I wasn't sure if Frankie was going to make it alive. He was bleeding and unconscious.
What happened?
Space stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a derelict ship. We got caught in we had like a weird positioning, and honestly, it was like the AI was kind of freaking out, and none of the crew was shooting at like the enemy targets like they should be, and so they just kind of you and Andrew got beat up really good.
Damn, we got left behind. That's
Andrew's character, you didn't get left behind. We dragged you back. What are you talking about?
Man
Didn't
left
leave you behind. Dragged you back bleeding over the place.
Well, you said that.
But it was real touch and go. Like Andrew, he was the first one to wake up, still injured. But you remained like unconscious and like you're still in the hospital bed because of how bad it was. It's been like it's been like a week. So real hit or miss, touch and go there, but you made it. You made it out alive. Congrats. Space Haven, real fun. I quite enjoy this sandbox colony builder.
Yeah.
Let's see what else. I'm playing more Rings of Saturn and mining the Rings of Saturn. Bought a new ship on that. That was pretty good. Spent like 800,000 on a new ship.
Nice.
And then almost went broke. And then I picked up Mina the Hollower. That came out. And I played it on Thursday's stream, and we'll probably play it this coming Thursday, most likely. That game is super fun, and I want to go through it, but I kind of also want to keep it for like first impressions for the stream. Super good. It's like A Link to the Past, or A Link's Awakening had like a baby with like some Dark Souls games, but made the combat feel good. Like it's not as difficult. I wouldn't say it's as like difficult. I'm not using the Dark Souls as in like it's super difficult. It is hard. But it also doesn't have some of the other things of like a Dark Souls. There's no stamina bar. You don't have to worry about that. It's not like you're having to sit there and roll out of the way of anything. Although you do need to be dodging around, and the combat's pretty fast paced. I need to take it a little less fast paced though, I think. It's really good though. Nice little like open world, kind of just open to you to go wherever. Just more locked down by difficulty than anything.
Yeah.
And or tools and stuff you need. But like in Dark Souls, it features like the campfires type mechanic where you have sporadic little save points, and it also features like the loop backs around the map. You know what I mean? Like I'll find a ladder that I push down, and all of a sudden I go down it, and I'm back near like one of the beginning areas.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it has that like loop around mechanic. But super good so far. Story of a little mouse. Our adorable little mouse. But come join me Thursdays. I try and do voices for everybody, and it's ridiculous. Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Let's see what else. I finished the new Wandering Inn book. That was really good. It's called Courier Outbound, and that's the they end the book with the title. uh, with couriers outbound as the last sentence.
Hmm.
As
You're
we
like,
excited
hey,
for the
that's the
next one?
title.
Yeah, I was. It's like he title of the book. Even though I think they said it like 3 or 4 other times throughout. It's clever that they ended it with it.
Yeah.
With something even bigger. It was good. It's gonna leads us heavily into the next book, and I'll be excited about that when it comes out. I guess I could read it faster. They're a lot farther along on the web serial. But I like my audio.
That's fair.
Let's see. We watched Devil May Cry season 2, which was really good, super solid. They changed the theme song. I know. Andrew was a little hurt by that.
Yeah.
The first one was Limp Bizkit. And this one, they shortened down the intro and made it more of a just kind of generic Rocky song. But yeah, that TV show is like watching like a bunch of music videos because they like really like the music, and it's all like music from the early like 2005 era, new metal stuff. Like, man, the beginning was like just straight a music video for, was it Getting Away with Murder by, is that Breaking Benjamin? Or who did that song?
Yeah, that sounds right.
What song?
That Getting Away with Murder song.
Oh, yeah, probably. Some band from that era. They've kept all the music era appropriate.
Good stuff.
Papa Roach.
Oh.
Even more appropriate.
Yeah, one of the episodes has that, and it's like a remixed version of it. And it's basically just a music video with like Devil May Cry, and it was fun. I quite like it. I think the animation's fun, and it has its humorous moments and its cool moments. What else? Yeah, I think that was about it. I got a new Magic deck, but I haven't been able to play it today yet.
It's okay. Soon.
Maybe get a chance to play it today, yeah.
Yeah.
That's the plan. Since someone had to have a birthday party yesterday.
I didn't. I was told.
I was blaming Zoe.
Oh, okay, good. It sounded like you were blaming me.
It was your birthday yesterday. What are you talking about?
Your birthday's a Monday. Get over it.
I know, I kept telling people. It's not my birthday.
Yeah, but while you're there, they might as well wish you a happy birthday.
Yeah, no, for sure.
No, that's not true. I wish you a happy birthday, before we started yesterday's stream. But that's because I'm an idiot. I can never remember whether it's you or Zoe first.
That's fair.
I never will. You guys will have to forgive me for that for the rest of the time.
Oh, don't worry. You're pretty forgiven. It's cool. It's all good.
Good. I have the same agreement with my dad and brother, so I just call them both in like the middle of it. Like one year early, 1 year late. Face it. This is when it is.
Just deal with it. It'll be fine. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean that's really it for me.
Okay. Andrew, you want to go next? You to go next?
Yeah,
How you
that's
feel?
good. Yeah, I can go next.
Do it.
I went second this week. Yeah, not too much to report. Also watched new Devil May Cry. That's good.
Mhm.
I like that show quite a bit. I am upset that they changed the damn intro. Frustrates me. I liked the Roland a lot better than generic
Oh.
rock guitar riffs
Yeah.
dot wave that they have on there now. I mean, it's fine. The intro's fine. It's not bad or anything. It's just it was a lot better.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's shorter, and I do like shorter intros.
It is shorter, yeah. They did speed up, but I mean, I could just listen. They could have just played Limp Bizkit's Roland in its entirety, and I would watch it.
From's intro is like 2 minutes long. It's ridiculous.
It's a little obscene, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
From Daredevil, that's a
Yeah.
Also-
unnecessarily long intro.
And boring.
Your Friends and Neighbors has a bit of an unnecessary long intro, although it's a bit more fun to watch, but still. Shows shorten your intros for the love of God.
For real.
Stop padding your runtime with 2 minutes of intro.
Mhm.
I think From's probably the worst about it because it's like so slow too. And when they're in their fourth season, I've seen the same goddamn intro for every episode. But
the visuals are different. It's the one thing that I
are
did
they?
notice. They are actually different. I don't know if
wouldn't
it
have
actually
noticed
has
'cause
anything to do
because
with
I
it.
skipped
But
through all that.
I halfway fall asleep through it.
I guess we probably need to watch this week's From. Have we watched that? We didn't watch that yet, did we?
Oh,
No,
we
I
didn't?
haven't downloaded the new From.
Okay. Yeah.
We watched last week's, I think.
It was last week's, yeah. We're mostly up to date on current From happenings.
Mhm, mhm.
Just raising more questions. Bit of a filler episode last week, wasn't it?
Well, I mean, was the last one we watched was Donna. Almost.
Oh yeah,
died.
she has a heart attack. Man, that'd be a motherfucker
Oh,
to die. All
so you
those
guys are
monsters
caught up.
around, he died to a heart attack.
Right.
Yeah, we should be like pretty much caught up with the.
Yeah,
what's
the-
going
I think
on. Just the newest. I haven't seen the newest episode yet.
Well, the newest one comes out tonight. So
Okay, then we are all caught up. Then yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I think we watched our shows like Monday or something
mhm.
last week, or even Sunday. We might have watched them Sunday. I think we did both actually. Split it up. Still haven't watched Hokum, but we have Hokum. Just haven't had a chance to watch it yet.
Yeah.
Been distracted by all the game shows.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, and also Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Don't
Season
well,
2, yeah.
that was a whole nother thing. We watched that and like, well, we're talking about binging.
Marathoning that whole season, yeah.
Yeah,
We could have watched a
binge,
movie in that amount of time.
Yeah, but I was like, I'll watch like a couple episodes and we'll watch a couple more later. And then it just kept
and
going.
then we watched
and I
all
just kept
8.
watching. But it
Some
ended.
of those episodes are pretty short. Some are like 20 minutes. Yeah, mostly caught up on the shows. Yeah, a bit of a treat to find out that there was the new thing out. The new Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
What a treat. Didn't even know that existed until like Christian was telling me that they'd gotten renewed for season 3. And I was like,
Yeah.
wait, where's season 2? It had just come out. So yeah, nice treat there. Been playing a lot of this. Dead as Disco. This has been a really fun game. I know I don't have the audio on for the game that I'm playing here, but that's
Yeah.
for licensed music reasons.
Yeah. Which is fair.
But it's pretty cool. Still pretty early access, so there's not a lot of stuff to do in the game just yet. They've got a couple different levels and then a bunch of challenges with the songs that they have on here. And you can make your own custom challenges. But mostly I like it because I can add my own music. So I got a bunch of my own songs that I can do fighting to now.
Mm-hmm.
And they mostly work pretty good. They give you some good like editors on it that let you set like the BPM and where the song starts and stops and stuff in the game. Some songs don't work very well like right out of the box when I upload them. I got to do a little tweaking.
Yeah.
But some of them work really good right out of the box. So just depends on like the MP3 I get for it.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Then people have done a lot with the modding in this game too. I think they got a mod for it that makes it even easier to get songs uploaded onto it too. But you can, I've seen like different characters you can play as. Like, saw Michael Jackson one. That one's been really popular.
Mm-hmm.
With a bunch of like Michael Jackson dance moves that he does for fighting.
It's pretty good.
But definitely a fun one. I look forward to seeing what they do as it comes out of early access. It's supposed to be multiplayer coming.
Multiplayer could be good.
I don't know how the multiplayer would work out for this.
Yeah. I mean, that could be interesting.
I'm not sure if it's going to be like a horse kind of thing where you're getting like,
Oh yeah.
like doing like high score, because they do got scoreboards for stuff and like friendless scoreboards too instead of just online scoreboards. Although they also have those, but but I'm curious to see what else they do for the multiplayer. I don't know if it's gonna be competitive or like co-op stuff. Probably co-op stuff. Maybe some team up attacks. I don't know. Lots of possibilities for this game.
Mm-hmm.
But pretty fun. Service level, it's kind of like Hi-Fi Rush, but I don't think the two games are really that comparable. Other than they're both like punch to the beat songs, but
Yeah.
outside that, they're very different games. This one's a lot more arcadey. It doesn't really have like a directed like mission you're supposed to be doing or anything.
Mm-hmm.
There's some like story quests you can do right now, but they're pretty low right now. It's just like a quick little like fight to like 3 songs missions that they have. Just to unlock some songs and abilities and stuff. We're supposed to have more of those coming later. We'll see. We'll see what they got in store for us. But I'm liking it a lot so far. I like rhythm games like this anyway, but yeah, pretty fun game.
Yeah.
And that's about, I don't know if I've been playing too many video games this week.
That's
Not really
okay.
watching much. I've just been kind of doing around. But taking it easy this week and not really doing much of anything.
Mm-hmm. That's fair.
But yeah, played this a bit. This one's definitely not a game where I can, I'm not gonna sit in here and be like, oh, I'm gonna put like 1 million hours into this game. It's more of a, it's definitely more of a like hop in and play it for like 30 minutes or an hour or something and go do something else and then
Yeah.
come back to it. It's definitely not a game I'd want to like. Not a game I'm gonna lose a weekend on or anything, but it's definitely it's fun to have little arcadey games that I can just hop on. It doesn't require a big time commitment on my part.
Oh yeah. No.
Hop
totally.
on, play one song, it takes 3 minutes, and then go on with my day.
Mm-hmm. That's why I have
I do
Balatro
like those. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
until
I
it
do
gets
like
into
those,
like a good run, and
quick
then I'm
arcadey
like,
games.
oh.
Yeah, then you gotta save it, come back later.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, this deck I put together is broken. All right, this wasn't gonna be a short one.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I know that game. But yeah, that's about it. I mean, I've been playing some Space Haven, along with I think Christian's streaming that one. I've been playing a little Space Haven, playing a little little of that Terratech Legion that I was streaming the last couple of weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And just screwing around with magic decks and stuff. Yeah, I also got a new magic deck in. We'll see how it does. Me and Christian both got new decks.
Yeah.
Mine should do pretty badly on paper, at least. It should do pretty badly. Is a very unpopular commander precon. From a very unpopular set. We'll see how it does. I've got stuff to make it better, so it doesn't have to be bad. We'll see how it goes. I'm actually kind of excited to check it out. It actually seems like it's better than another precon that I had before that was trying to do a similar thing. So we'll see. We'll see today how it plays out. Since somebody had to have a birthday yesterday and we didn't get to play Magic.
Talking about Zoe, right?
Yeah. Your birthday's on like Tuesday or some shit.
Yep.
You didn't have a birthday at all yesterday.
It's true. I did not.
Is it Monday or Tuesday you got?
It's Tuesday.
The big 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that's crazy. That's so old.
Right?
That I will also that I think I say as being 6 months younger than you.
It's coming for us all.
Yeah. Sooner than you think, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It just jumps out at you.
I'll be over the hill soon enough. Yeah, I know. It really does. Really
Yep.
does. So that's right. After you hit like 30, just like the years just start flying by.
Yeah. Very true.
But I mean, I think that's about it. I don't know. I don't have much exciting stuff to talk about this week.
That's okay. Me neither. Mine will be short. Starting game wise, Resident Evil 3 remake. Good, nice, good, fun. Still continuing on with that. Like I told you guys yesterday, I had did the first Nemesis fight, and like the actual fight, and left an herb behind, and I'm sad deep in my soul.
Well, you were telling us
tragedy.
about your one left behind
Yeah,
herb and how it haunts you.
it does haunt me.
That's probably going to make you lose the game.
It could.
You yell at the end of the game and be like, if I only had one more herb.
I feel like, well, yeah, there's always a part where I feel like I fuck up, right? And then I'm like, oh, I'm low on health. I just need a little bit more. And maybe it'll come back to bite me then. But I feel like the game's it's been really generous with everything so far. Which is weird because I'm not used to that in my Resident Evils. Did it feel that way to you, Christian? The remake of 3 being very generous, or no?
Yeah, I mean, it was pretty quick.
Yeah.
I didn't really struggle too much at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But it's fun. Good fun. So, can't wait. What else? God, I really wanted to pick up Mina the Hollower. Haven't gotten to it yet, though. Oh, hi, Faye. Sorry, I didn't see your message there. How are you doing? What else do we got? I played other games other than Marvel Rivals, right? I guess not. I guess that's it. Playing some more Everything is Crab here on the stream right now. It's always a good game. Fun little drop in and out. These are usually really short if you want something that's not too long. Like 10-minute little game. Let's see. On to books. So listen to the Vampire Lestat. It's shorter than I remember. And yeah, there's like a little bit of things that I didn't remember, but you know, pretty much got it all down. I'm really excited to actually listen to Queen of the Damned, because there's a lot about that book. I know I only read it once. I read like the first handful of chapters once and I couldn't get through it. I remember the beginning being really a slog. But when I finally like sat down to like, okay, I'm going to read this. I really want to read it. Like I was blown away in the end, but it's been a long time, so I want to reread it. Because there's things that I'm really iffy on with what happens, and so kind of want to see that to know how that's gonna kind of go about with the next season of the show, the AMC show. Then we've watched a little bit more of The Boys. I'm still only like halfway through the first season. Hopefully we'll get there sooner than later. And then watched some From. It was good. It was interesting. It was can't wait to see what's gonna happen. I swear to God. Okay, so with the whole Donna thing. Like as soon as she went down, I was like, oh man, these assholes, they're gonna do this more than a few more times, right? And
yeah,
like
most definitely.
Well, and then so like she's quote unquote dead for a minute, and I'm just like, they're gonna do it a few more times, right? Is she gonna actually die? And it's like the instant where I was like, in my mind, it's like, oh, I guess she is dead. That's when she fucking starts breathing again. And I was like, these fucking bastards. It's good. It was good.
Yeah, it'd be really unfortunate if Donna dies.
Oh yeah, that's why I think they're gonna play, because I think they know Donna's everybody's favorite. They have to know that. She's like, it's really between her and Jade that are my favorites. And I don't know which one to pick, honestly. They're both really great in their own way.
I like Jade.
Yeah, Jade's great.
I also like Jade. I think everybody likes Jade.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, it's Jade and Donna. Like, I think everyone's... They know everyone's about those two. Which makes me wonder. I don't know. Maybe Jade's actually going to get the axe really soon. We'll see. But yeah. Good stuff. That's it though. That's all I got. Nothing too crazy.
Well, then I guess that's it.
Yeah. I think that does it. Yeah, I'm excited for some of these new games. Be good times. But we'll wrap that up.
There's some cool games coming.
Yeah.
Mostly just the one important game. So now I can move on to a different one that I'll just hold my breath in hopes for.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. What's that going to be?
Oh, one day I'll get that Time Splitters game.
That's fair. Well, yeah. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Coffee.
Thank you.
Thank you,
for
Tulips.
having me.
Yeah. And thank you, everyone out there. You can go to classicgamerbrain.com and catch us on the Twitch and the YouTubes, and like and subscribe. Do all the things. Also, if you'd like to join us in on some conversation, play some games with us, you can go over to discord.classicgamerbrain.com and chat with us there. Yeah. I think that does it. Anything else to add?
Hit the like, hit the subscribe, do the follows, do the everything else. Yes, that's it.
Cool. All right. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye bye. Oh, is the audio not doing this thing?